Good afternoon, everybody. This is Chris. I'm over here at Western Express. I'm giving you the first day of orientation. You literally just sit there majority of the day. Um, you go through all your paperwork, your drug test, you do your road test first day. Road test is very easy. Okay, then you have to watch at least 15 videos on everything. You got, just like I said, you got to make sure your blood pressure is good. Make sure that all your paperwork is in order. They they take you over. They do your pee test. They don't do hair follicles here. Um, yeah, so when you do that, and then you have to sit and wait majority of the day. They do like musical chairs. You know, each person that goes in to do their pee test, then you move up one, each row and everything until you're the next one in line. Now, you'll be sitting there majority of the day. When you first come into orientation, you will go to the big room, big classroom. They'll do the paperwork and everything there, and then they'll give you a little tablet to do all your information and everything on. Okay, and then you do your what do you want to do? You do your all your paperwork in there, and then they give you for your videos. They give you these little question answers that you do on what they call Driver Pulse app. Okay, if you don't have that, when you get there, you better get it because that app will help you out. Um, you have, let's see, one, two, three on hazmat, two, three, four, 7 on hours of service requirements, and then you have 2 on fatigue and wellness awareness, A and B, and then you have your rights as a whistleblower, and then you have one for the drug and alcohol. Okay, it says it has one question on there, which is yes, but when you go on the website and do the test and everything, it does have the an extra one. It's got five questions on that last one, and the first one is going to be the sexual harassment, of course. And then when you get done with everything, you will get after you do your road test and all that. You get your um, paperwork saying that you they offer you a position at Western Express. Now you'll get a form for your drug test. Kind of looks like this right here. Okay, and it'll have all your information on it. You'll have to fill out one of those. Okay, they have an orientation schedule, which they don't usually go by. Okay, our bus didn't come until about close to 7 o'clock in the morning. It says that in your letter it would be you have to be there be at waiting for the bus at 6:10. Okay, a bunch of us waited, and it was like 3 to 4 buses. But other than that, I'm gonna and then then you got the day 2 schedule. Okay, of what's going to be happening. You're going to have like they're supposed to at 7 o'clock. You're supposed to have a safety general knowledge road test, which you've already done your road test and everything. And then around 12, 1 o'clock, you're supposed to take lunch. The lunch is okay. Don't like I said, don't eat before you take your drug test or your um, blood pressure test, because if not, you're going to raise your blood pressure up. Okay, so what you want to do is after you do your drug test, do all your paperwork, go on your road test, okay, and do the food or whatever in the morning because they do feed you in the morning, okay. They had waffles and sausage this morning and some kind of little bar or whatever. But you don't want to eat that until after you take your physical and your drug test and all that, because that way your blood pressure won't be as high. Okay, I took mine today, and my blood pressure usually is around 130 over 65. Now, I'm sorry, 56. Now today it was at 166 over 55 or something like that. I can't remember. But you want to not eat the food until after, um, afterwards, after you get everything done, your drug test, everything. But that's my opinion on day one. Day one wasn't so bad. A lot of nice people here. Um, just do what you can and pay it. As a matter of fact, if you're going to be taking the driving portion of the test, pay attention to what the teacher's telling you to do, because that way, he won't, just pay attention to what he tells you. Because I have not been in a truck for 5 years, and I went out there and I aced that driving test. I mean, it was a blast. I mean, yes, it took a little bit used to again, just as soon as getting back in it after all the time. This is a second chance company. Now, I've got points on my license, okay, that no other company would take me. So this is the last resort. This is the things you should know. Bring plenty of money. When you come up here, do not come up here without no money. Okay. They do not pay you for orientation for 2 days. Okay. You will have to be with a trainer for at least 70 hours, is what I was told. Other than that, I know this video is going a little long, but I'm just giving you a bird's eye view of what day one is recently, because of the fact that a lot of these reviews you see on Western Express are about 2 to 3 years old. But the hotel that you stay in is the Econo Lodge. Okay, they have a microwave in the room. They have a refrigerator in the room, shower, everything. We got a little coffee maker here, which I haven't tested out yet. I'm going to test it tomorrow. You got 2 beds in here. You will be bunking with somebody, but I got lucky. I didn't have to bunk with anybody because the guy didn't come back last night. So this is my first day of orientation for Western Express. It's been a good day. People are nice. Even the nurses, they're nice. They've been doing it for a long time, and they also have a practice on the side too. So, like I said, first day of orientation is going to be the longest one. You'll be in there till probably about 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon until the next shuttle comes and picks you up. It's not the bus that they show you on. If you look on the website, you'll see like a Ford Econoline E350, bus, actual little small bus. They've been using like this little Nissan van. Okay, it's an NV200 van. But other than that, I'll get back with you and let you know how the rest of the week's going. Y'all have a good one. Stay safe out there, and do yourself a favor. Okay, they do hire people with bad backgrounds and bad driving records. Okay, it all depends on how many points you got on your license. So, with that note said, y'all have a blessed day, and I'll see you again in the next video, because I'm going to be making some more videos. Y'all have a good one. Thank you.